Hey, well, thought I would do a little vlog on how to achieve your goals. Um, Regardless of whether or not you're into bodybuilding like me, if you're trying to make a body composition change, then the facts are the best thing you can do is actually just land the basics. So all it is about doing what you would normally do and just making a difference. Um, so for me, making a body composition change is really just getting a little bit more focused on my diet. And what I'll do is I won't go through everything that I have here on my kitchen table, but essentially what I tend to do on a regular basis is I'll actually prep or get pre-prepped food so that when I go to make my meals for the next day, it's all really easy. So things like cut lemon, I've already measured out my tuna, for example. I've already cooked up some fresh green vegetables. I've got my strawberries ready to go. They're better cut up fresh, so I do that. And then just for ease and convenience, because I'm busy, I've actually got some frozen vegetables, which from a nutrition point of view isn't actually that bad. So I've got some cauliflower rice as well, because they tend to actually snap freeze things at the point when they've just been picked. So can actually retain a lot of the natural micronutrients in those foods, sometimes better than what you can get in the supermarkets when it's been sitting there for who knows how long or sitting in a refrigerator. The other thing you'll see as well is I've actually measured out my salt. This isn't something generally that if you're trying to make a body composition change that you would need to worry about too much. It's something more when you get into those advanced stages and you need to monitor your sodium content and so on. Avocados, can't go on about how much this is a great addition to your diet. And as you'll see, there's really nothing here. I've got rice, I've got potato, I've got chicken, tuna, I've got some steak behind me which I'll cook as well. And then just lots of fresh vegetables and a serve of fruit. There's nothing really remarkable about the diet. It's really pretty boring. And that's what I want to hone in as well. There's a lot of, bro videos out there around, oh my God, bodybuilding's so hard. If you want to make a change, you've got to train hard and you've got to do this and you've got to do that. The reality is actually just really boring. All you need to do is actually just get on top of the basic things that we do every day. So what do I mean by that? It means get your sleep hygiene in order. Get your 6 or 7 or 8 hours sleep, depending on how much you need. Make sure you've actually got some active recovery as well as some passive recovery in your day. So whether that's chilling out for 20 minutes, doing a meditation, reading a book, doing something you enjoy, go for a walk, all of those things really count towards your mental well-being as well as your physiological well-being as well. And of course, eating is the most important thing that you can do. And a lot of people are like, oh, but I eat healthy. And it's like, well, do you? And how much of the stuff that you eat is actually processed? And what I want to demonstrate here is that you can still eat processed food, but it's minimally processed, and it's about choosing the right types of easy to go foods that you can still that'll make a difference to your overall health and your body composition. So what I'll do is, I'm not going to demonstrate a cooking show because, well, for starters, I've got friends who are chefs who will probably just like die in horror at my butchering, not even butchering, it's not even art, of whatever meal prep is. So I'll essentially just do a time lapse so you can have a look at some of the things. You'll see that it's actually fairly straightforward because I've already done some pre-prep. And I think that's the other thing as well is planning and preparation is really key, right? So if you know you're going to have a busy week, like my schedule's full on, I've got a really intense job, I train a couple of clients, and I also do my own training which involves cardio and a solid workout for most days, if not 2 times a day. So every minute that I have, is not wasted if I can help it. So what I'm doing is if I'm in the kitchen and I've got meals to prepare for the next day because I like to have them fresh, well, I'm cooking vegetables, for example, chopping up my vegetables for a week so that I can cook them up fresh, or if they're not, then they're frozen. If I'm doing meat preparations generally, like for example, I prepped my tuna yesterday and I prepped enough for tomorrow as well so that I can prep the next day easily. So each day I'm not doing as much. I'm not doing a full, cooking from scratch and then having to clean up everything. Again, I'm cooking rice every couple of days so that it's still nice and fresh, but I've got enough. All of those little things. So everything that you can do, if you're in the kitchen anyway, it takes you no time to prep your food for the next day at the same time that you're prepping food for meals. Normally as well, I'd be prepping a lot more food because my husband also tends to enjoy eating, but he's actually away at the moment, so it's just me. Anyway, without any further ado, let me get on to it.